So we've talked about what a session might look like. What would seeing an erotic coach do for me? What sort of issues do people come and see you about?
Okay, so an erotic coach can help in lots of ways. One of them being being more in touch with your own body and our own selves. And when we're in touch with our own bodies, then and what we know what we like and what we don't like. And so then that goes out into the world and is reflected. We are really clear, and so the universe often knows what to bring back to us as well. And some of the issues that people have come to see me about is I saw an older gentleman, and he was very like from the outside he looked like a very confident, well-dressed, well-mannered, well-groomed man. But he had and he'd had lots of partners, or he'd had partners that he was that worked well for him, but he felt like he was disconnected from his sexuality, and he felt like he was particularly disconnected from his genitals. And we worked together and did some what I call immersion sessions, which are longer sessions but over a shorter period of time. So it's like an intensive. And because this gentleman particularly wanted to shift and wanted to change, and he'd carried this for a long time and he wanted to move on. So during our sessions, we found out the reason why he wasn't connected, and we worked in there and we worked somatically and found out what the reason was. And the reason, it's one of the things I really love about working with people, is once the reason's clear and the light bulb goes off, then things change nearly instantly. And I'm only disappointed that I didn't take some photos, because the gentleman had a major shift, felt like he became connected with his genitals for the first time. He had sensation, he felt like it worked, it felt like it was connected to his body and not this other piece, and his whole body shifted. The way he stood, the way he held himself, his pelvis, the whole lot, his whole body moved and shifted, as well as when we found out, got him connected with, life, he does the work, I just help, be the conduit.
Wonderful. So you're allowing people to connect and open to themselves, which makes them freer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent.
And that's what we all want in life, I think, is to be more free, more happy.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. What about if I'm someone who's not confident in my body and feeling very intimidated by the idea of an erotic coach, and how that might be, what that might mean?
Yeah. Thank you. People do often feel intimidated by their body image and maybe trying to make that first step. And in our society, it's really easy to have a body image issue or a body image. We're bombarded with with quite a narrow point of view of what we're supposed to look like and what our bodies are supposed to look like. So coming to work with an erotic coach, we begin by looking at what has happened, what is happening, and we begin to probably nurture and flower those parts of us that have maybe been lost, and getting ourselves in touch with our own bodies and moving maybe through some resistance that we have with our own bodies, and bringing love and sensation and touch and nurturing and happiness to ourselves, which then allows us to have that greater freedom that we spoke about, to be able to interact in the world.
It sounds wonderful.